Carl's got a drinking problem. That's what happens when you're 15 hours away from the house. All right. This is the part of the bow fishing trips most time you don't hear about. A couple $100 in fuel just to run out here and run around up and down the river, but it's worth it. If we can find some fish, it'll be worth every penny.
Got to pay to play.
The reason why I bow fish these tournaments is I love all the camaraderie with the people. I love the competition, and I'm really going to enjoy skinning these little young bucks up.
The reason I like shooting tournaments, I just like to compete. I like coming all the way up here and throwing a little whooping on these Yankees.
Y'all want to tell which pool you're going to, or you want to wait till in the morning?
I don't even know where we're going on.
There you go. That's a true bow fisherman answer right there. Well, I don't even, man, I ain't even looked at the GPS. I ain't from around here. I don't even know where we're fishing. I don't even know where we're going, if we're going in the water.
Okay, so the reason I fish bowfish tournaments is I like to take people's souls at weigh-in when you come back with the most fish. I mean, why not? Why are there any other reason? That's it for sure.
Do you miss fishing bow fishing tournaments?
I don't miss fishing tournaments until like this. Like when I starting getting everything going, an hour before dark, and everybody's running around. You see people at the gas station filling up. I do get the butterflies. Like I want to compete. Like I'm jacked up just to go out there and run around tonight and scout. So yeah, I get it. But like when everybody blasts off, about an hour after that, I'm like, well, that ain't bow fishing tonight. Let them have it. And in the morning, I'll have it again.
But then you look at everybody except for those 4 people and be like,
I'm glad I ain't one of them that got my butt kicked last night.
right.
At least I go home with a little bit of money.
Got to go home and tell Mama. Say, Mama,
I lost again.
ham sandwiches this week. Sorry, kids. Nothing but cereal.
Bow fishing means to me just a great group of people that enjoy a sport that's always kind of been underground. The act of going out and actually hunting a fish combines the skills of hunting and shooting with the techniques of fishing.
The woods, the water, you've got archery, you've got companionship, you've got camaraderie, you've got everything that a good deer trip's got, a good duck hunting trip's got, a good 3D shoot, a good clay shoot, a good dove shoot, all that stuff. All the things you love to do outdoors are all encompassed into one thing called bow fishing.
I started bow fishing when I was a little kid. You know, my dad brought home a VCR tape, I'm showing my age, and it had a guy shooting fish in Texas out of a boat that he had built. Once I seen that, you know, it was like a light went off in my head. I was like, oh man, I see these carp down here in the creek when I go fishing, and they never bite anything. So I started putting my mind, you know, together and started thinking, well, you know, I can take these aluminum arrows I got, and I got my dad to drill some holes in the back of them, and we'd go down there and wait around all day shooting these carp, and it was just the best thing ever.
To shoot a bow fishing tournament correctly and the way it needs to be done, it's one of the toughest, most grueling acts of punishment you can put on your body and your family and your boat and your equipment that you've ever done.
Man, it didn't take long to find a bunch of fish. I mean, we're right here at the boat ramp. This ain't gonna probably do it for the big 20, but them guys shooting numbers tomorrow night, they're gonna have some boatloads of fish.
How much time do you want to spend away? How much sleep do you want? How far do you want to chase these fish? How many fish do you want to look at? And you know, how much of this water do you actually want to put eyes on? It is an absolute grind.
What these guys are going to be looking for out here, first and foremost, is 20 big fish. You know, On this chain of the Mississippi River, they're going to be looking for grass carp, buffalo, or common carp. Just with the conditions the way they are, if I was shooting this tournament, just from what I've seen here, just one night of scouting, I'd be targeting these big common carp females. It's going to stay really hot and the water's coming up a little bit. And a lot of these fish we're seeing haven't spawned out yet. So hopefully these big females are going to push in here. These guys will be able to catch them right on the edge of this deep water coming up to spawn. You know you're in a good spot whenever there's 4 or 5 sets of lights just within in the same distance. You can all see them on the horizon. These fish are just pulled up right on the end of this grass bed. There's 2 or 3 separate little chutes coming through here with current. So there goes a big weight right there. But you can tell these guys have found them too. It'll just be who can bang them out and put them in the boat tomorrow night. I started bow fishing tournaments around 2001, 2002, and I did it just as a way to meet more people in the sport. And the friendships I've made over the last 19, 20 years, whatever it's been, you know, you look through my phone and every one of them is, you know, JJ, Bowfishing Texas, or Casey, you know, Oklahoma, or Andy, you know, Kentucky. It's all these different guys that I've met in places, and it's through bow fishing, you know, and 99% of it's been through bow fishing tournaments. No matter what state I'm in, I can pick up my phone and I know a bow fisherman in that state that'll give me the shirt off their back. And they know that I would do the same for them. And that's just something you don't find in other sports.
What do you think?
I think it's time. Time to go look at some water, scope it out. I want to shoot fish is what I want to do. Pretty upset that we're just going around looking at it.
If everybody else is scouting and you're not, then you might as well stay at home and save your money.
Nobody's up here for the money. These guys up here scouting, even if they win, they might break even. These guys are spending $2,000, $3,000 each to come up here and compete for a prize that might be $5,000 or $10,000 split between 4 guys. These guys are coming up here for bragging rights. They want to be known as the best of the best. So it's your first tournament?
Yep.
What do you think?
Start at the top, work our way down.
There you go. Well, that was going to be my next question. That's kind of the theme of everything, is why do you bow fish? Why do you come to a bow fishing tournament?
Just meet people. It's a lot of camaraderie. It's fun.
What's the official boat count so far?
Right now we're a little over 100.
No kidding. Dude, congratulations. That's freaking awesome, dude. What's your predictions for tonight? We're just trying to get the ideas from everybody, and you live here, you putting on the tournament. What do you think?
I think Big 20 is going to be right around 400 to 450, somewhere right in that range.
Okay.
It just depends. You know, boats can blow out areas pretty darn good, pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure that's going to play a part, but if conditions are right and guys can find the space, I think it's going to be really good.
This is the World Championship. This is the best of the best from across the country.
There's been tournaments in the past where, you know, the best teams didn't show up to compete. But this tournament, by far, has the best teams, the heavy hitters. I mean, we got people from all over the United States coming, and it's the top teams from every region. Whoever wins this tournament is going to deserve it.
Weigh in tomorrow morning should be super exciting.
JJ, how'd last night go?
It was not as planned, but we had to abort plan 1. Plan A, we were gonna shoot a lot of fish. We scouted, saw fish Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They were there every night. We were super pumped up about it. We got there and they were gone. Water came up 2 inches, fish were gone. We moved pools, and we were able to fill the boat. So we'll see.
The sport of bow fishing is growing leaps and bounds. You know, it's one of the fastest growing sports in the outdoor industry right now. And the reason being is that it's just fun. And it makes me excited just to see the younger kids getting into it. A lot of females are getting into it. And, you know, that's what's going to carry it on to the next generation. Another reason the sport is growing so fast is just access. You know, there's not the places to go hunt that there used to be that's accessible to the common Joe. But bow fishing, everybody has local public waters that are great for bow fishing somewhere close by. And you know, as long as you have a fishing license in most states, you can go out and enjoy these things day or night. Rain set in, of course. Mother Nature's just been throwing wild cards, but looks like they're gonna get it. Looks like Blake and his boys whooped on them. JJ's gonna be jacked. We're gonna have to hear about this all day. I can't wait. They're fixing to count out. Last one's to count too. With the conditions last night, this is a heck of a load of fish. You know, that just tells you the competition's up here. These guys worked their butts off, and looks like they might take it home.
That's 2019 World Championship right there. We're here for a week. It was brutal. Brutal.
I shot tournaments for a lot of years, and you know, I don't shoot anymore. And the main reason being is I hate to lose. You know, I'm super competitive, and if I don't feel like I'm putting 100% in, it bothers me to get beat because I feel like I beat myself. But I've shifted my focus, instead of going out and competing on Saturday night, into educating folks and bringing new people into the sport and just promoting the rights of bow fishers.
It makes me feel good to be a part of something that has touched that many people's lives, and you know, the friendships and things that I've seen and done just because of bow fishing is second to none.
If I can introduce just a few new people to the sport, continue to fight for the rights of bow fishermen, and just make bow fishing a little bit better for my kids and the next generation, I feel like I've done my job.
I hope that the sport continues to grow the way it has, and I just hope to be a part of it into the future.